Hello, V Squad. Welcome back to another episode of VGIRL TV. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to my canal de YouTube, and of course I am back with another video, okay, and I'm happy to be here. By the title of this video, I am quite sure you guys already know what this video is going to be about. This video is going to about 5 reasons why moving abroad may not be for you. So this could be literally be for anything, any country, not specifically geared to Panama. It could be geared towards if you decide that you want to go to Japan, if you want to move to Jamaica. Doesn't really matter. For the sake of this video, we're gonna make it about Panama, but like I said, it can apply to anything, okay? But before we get into this video, I do want to give you guys a little bit of gems. I am a person that I'm always trying to save money, especially now that I have 2 kids. Saving money is super important for me. So I wanted to give you this app, guys. This app is called Fetch. Basically, every time you make a purchase, you scan your receipt and you get points. You can either redeem the points for gift cards or you can go shopping directly on the app. Like, let's say if you're already going grocery shopping, you can actually redeem your points to go grocery shopping directly through the app, or you can redeem the points for cash in the form of a Visa debit card. So that is something that I love to use. I use it all the time, okay, especially with shopping with the baby and always having to buy things for the baby. Scanning my receipts and being able to get back something, I'm all for it. So I'm going to leave the link in the description box. So if you guys are interested in downloading the app, it is in the description box. The link is in the description box, and happy scanning. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. So I'm gonna go through this list, okay? This is my personal opinion, guys, okay? Just take what you will from it and move on. Please do not leave disrespectful comments in the comment section, please, because number one, you're gonna spend a whole bunch of time writing paragraphs and novels trying to be disrespectful, and it's just gonna get deleted. So don't even waste your time. So the first thing that I have on my list is patience. Guys, if you do not have patience, okay, and I mean, I get it, we can all change and there are things that can humble us so that we could be better people. But if you are not the type of person that take constructive criticism, that's willing to change, and you don't have any patience, don't even bother. The reason why I say this is because a lot of times when we move to different countries, well, when we're from a particular country and we grew up there and we lived there for many years, we've grown accustomed to the way things are. So then when we go to other places, we expect things to be the exact same way. And I noticed that with Americans especially, and I'm gonna group myself into this, okay? Because I don't want you guys to feel like you're the only one. A lot of times we always have a tendency of thinking that everything is supposed to run like America. Guess what? Panama is not like America. Although there are similarities, it is not like America. So the way they function isn't gonna be like America. The fact that America is always moving on the go very fast, everything is just fast paced. Even if you live in the most suburban communities, it's still not as fast paced. So it's literally still not going to be as fast paced as if you were living in the States. So if you don't have any patience, you're not willing to just go with the flow, because here in Panama, they have the attitude here is tranquilo, okay? Everybody is okay? Cool, calm, and collected. No wonder they say this is the happiest country in the world. The second thing on my list is being able to adapt. If you are not the type of person to be able to adapt to different cultures, to different situations, to different scenarios, do not bother coming. It might not be for you. Moving abroad may not be for you. And the reason why I say this is because a lot of times, not a lot of times, every country has their own culture. And if you are going to be constantly comparing Panama's culture to US Western culture, you're going to have a very hard time if you are not able to switch it up a little bit and just enjoy it for what it is, you're going to have a very difficult time. I'm not saying that this is straight across the board for every single person, because there are people that are able to, you know, they're able to overcome certain things. Like for me, for example, a lot of things were difficult for me to get used to, but over time I was able to adapt. If you are the type of person that you can easily adapt to whatever situation, you'll be perfect. But if you are not able to adapt, moving abroad may not be for you. Okay, language. Another issue is with language, okay? Panama is a Spanish-speaking country, guys. So you cannot expect local people to speak English just because you speak English, right? You cannot be rude about it, and you cannot be demanding and expecting everybody to speak English just because you speak English. So yes, although Panama is a Spanish-speaking country and there are people that speak English, this is a predominantly Spanish-speaking country. So all the forms that you're going to fill out, if you have to fill out documentation, important documentations, especially when you're dealing with the government, it will be in Spanish. So learning the language is super important. If you are not willing to learn the language, at least a little bit, at least try, then moving abroad might not be for you. So maybe, I shouldn't say moving abroad might not be for you. Maybe moving to an English-speaking maybe moving to an English-speaking country may be a better option. The next thing on my list, which would be number 4, is having a sustainable income. So just like in America, when you don't have documentation or you're not legal, you aren't able to work in the country. The same thing applies for Panama. If you do not have proper documentation, aka a working permit, you are not able to legally work in Panama. I'm going to repeat, you are not able to legally work in Panama. So you cannot go to the mindset and say, hey, I'm going to go to Panama and I'm going to go find a job. That might not be something that is attainable if you don't have a working permit. That's number 1. And number 2, the pay that you will receive here in Panama is definitely not the same pay that you will receive in America, United States of America, because some of y'all be getting mad when I say America. Y'all know what I mean, but y'all just always trying to find a reason just to tear sister down. Anyway, okay, the cost of living is significantly different in Panama to a certain extent. Yes, there are places where you can buy a home for $250,000, $450,000, $550,000, $500,000. Yes, there are places where you can purchase homes, but that is just the minority, okay? The majority is the cost of living is significantly much lower than the cost of the United States. The pay in Panama is never going to equal up to what you would get paid in America. So for example, if you get paid $19 an hour to work at Walmart, you are not going to make $19 an hour at the Machetazo, which is a store similar on the same scale, more or less, as a Walmart. It's not going to happen. So a lot of times expats come to Panama thinking that they're going to get a job, and because they're American, that has something to do with it. It doesn't matter, you're in another country. Once you step foot in Panama land, it don't matter what happened in America, guys. So you need to get that in your head. So they come through and they think they're going to get this job, this high paying job, and then they end up getting a lower paying job. And then you realize you're kind of in the same situation that you was in America, living paycheck to paycheck. So if you don't have a sustainable income, if you don't know how to budget, if you don't know how to stay within your means, you could very well be in the bad part of that spectrum. So make sure you have a sustainable income, something that can sustain you. If you want to live a certain type of lifestyle, you just have to figure it out, what type of lifestyle you want to live, and make sure that you have an income to sustain that lifestyle. Okay. Don't nobody want to be homeless in another person's country. And my last reason is having small children. And I know coming from me, you might be like, what is she talking about? She has 2 kids. Yes, I do have 2 kids. I have a 12-year-old and I just had a baby, and she is now 4 months old. And I say this because I'm speaking from my experience and the things that I've gone through. Because if I did not have my parents there to help me, and I didn't have my babysitter, I don't know what would become of me, okay? Unless you're planning to work from home, okay? But even still, you're still gonna want to be able to go out and enjoy life. You're going to need some type of support system. So if you are moving to this country with your kids, you don't know anybody, you don't have no friends, no family, no nothing, you may want to think about it before you take that leap. Or maybe it's just not the time yet. Maybe you can plan better. I'm not saying that this is something that you cannot do, because there's always an exception to the rule. But I think with proper planning, especially when you have kids, that is something that you can easily attain with proper planning, guys, with proper planning. So for me, I have a nanny, because childcare is something that I think childcare is very personal, and childcare is something that should not be taken very lightly at all, especially when it comes to little babies, and especially when it comes to kids, because you just can't really trust people no more, especially in this day and age. Things are really weird. Okay. So finding proper childcare is something that you would have to find. And then you also have to take into consideration, what if you do have a nanny and that nanny decides that they want to quit? Then what are you going to do? So these are things that you need to take into consideration. I know people that don't have any family and they do have children, but they're a couple. So I should say a single parent. Being a single parent, okay, that might be a little bit difficult. So you want to sit back and think about it before you take that leap, or at least plan better, have everything crossed, you dot your I's and cross your T, make connections, okay, before you get to Panama. Join different groups, okay? There's plenty of Facebook groups where you can join with expats and people who move to Panama. Do more research like you are doing right now by coming to my YouTube channel. And that reminds me, if you're still here and you're still watching my videos, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to my canal, okay? Anyway, guys, I hope this list was helpful. If it don't apply, let it fly, please. If it does not apply, let it fly. Don't try to come for me, please. Okay. I hope you found this list helpful. I hope that you took whatever you needed to take from it, and whatever you didn't, you left it behind. Okay. No need to be hateful in the comments. Okay. And don't forget to download the Fetch app if you want to save on your receipts. Unfortunately, Fetch only works within the USA, Canada, and the UK, if I'm not mistaken. Personally, if you are in the States, and I know a lot of you guys that watch me are from the States, because I can see in the analytics where you guys are looking from. So yeah, download the app, start scanning your receipts. I left the link in the description box, and happy scanning. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you comment. And don't forget that we're going live every second Sunday in the month. I'm not sure when this video is going to come up, I'm sorry. But if you check in the membership tab, I will leave all the information on when I'm going live. And yeah, so make sure you check the community tab, guys. Make sure you check the community tab. I'm always updating on the community tab information that you may need. Thank you always for tuning into my videos. Peace and love.